Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Today we will see one of the important topic in operational research. It is program evaluation and review technique. We will call it as PERT. So normally in the network analysis, there are two main techniques are there. One is CPM and another one is PERT. CPM is the critical path method. We already saw that one. And now we will go to this next topic. It is program evaluation and review technique. So directly I will show the first question and we'll solve it. The question they used to give as same as here. The following table shows the job of a network along with their time estimates. And here they will give the job and like 1, 2, 3. The activity they will give like this. And here they will give some of the timings. Like it can be A, M, B or something like that. And I will tell you what it is. And like this question they will give. And they will give the question as draw the project network and find the probability that the project is completed in 40 days. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to draw the project network and find the probability that the project is completed in 40 days. So how much we can estimate, how much we can tell within 40 days, how much probability is there to complete this project. This is a question they used to give. But actually the question is like this. Actually you have to do some of the things that I will tell you. You have to do actually the things where you have to draw the project network that already they are telling in the question. Find the expected duration and variance of each activity. And you have to calculate the estimated and latest occurrence for each activity. And calculate expected project length. The fifth one, calculate the variance and standard deviation of project length. And the last one, find the probability of project completion in 40 days. So actually these all are already in the CPM same as we can do. That project network we can draw as same as CPM. Find the expected duration of variance of each activity. That according to the PERT we have to do. Earliest and latest occurrence for each activity we have to solve. And once we are getting this, then we will get the critical path. From the critical path, we can get the project length. After getting the project length, we can find out the variance of standard deviation of the project length. And finally, we can go for the probability of project completion in 40 days. These are the things actually you have to do. So before that, we will see what is the PERT. Okay. So the PERT is like, okay, I will explain about PERT in 1 minute. So PERT is a probabilistics method where the activity times are represented by a probability distribution. The distribution of activity times is based on 3 different time estimates. It's made for each activity. So that means there are 3 different time estimates will be there. According to that only we can go for finding the probability. So these times are optimistic time estimate, most likely time estimate, and the last one is permissive time estimate. So which will be noted as T0 or A. In the question previously it was written A. No, that A means this T0. That is optimistic time estimate. Most likely time estimate. It will be denoted as TM or M. In question what I shown, they are written as M days. Okay. And the third one it is pessimistic time estimate, TP or B. Okay, these all the things they will already give in the question, so you don't worry about that thing. And here these are the formula. According to this formula, we have to calculate. Okay, you have to note down the formula and you have to study. Then only we can solve this problem. So for this, calculate expected time of an activity. Okay, so T, that is expected time, T. So normally in the CPM questions, they will give like 1, 2, 5, that expected time they used to give. But in this PERT question problem, you have to find out the expected time. That is one difference. So finding the expected time, you have to use the formula T0. That means here they are giving optimistic time plus 4 TM is most likely time estimate plus TP. TP is pessimistic time estimate divided by 6. So already they will give this R3. From this 3, use this equation and find out DE. That is our expected time to complete an activity. So once you will get it, next you have to know the variance of an activity. So for that formula, sigma square formula is TP, here the TP, pessimistic time estimate, TP minus T0 divided by 6 the whole square. So the sigma will be root of this. Okay, so the equation is TP minus T0 divided by 6 R square. Okay. And the last one, the standard normal variation variable, that also you have to find out. It is like, it will be in the term of Z. And that probability we can mention as P. In P, we can compare with the Z. It will be less than or equal to D. So this Z value actually we will get from standard deviation table. Standard normal distribution table is available. From the table you will get the value. I will show you how to get the value from the table. So before that we have to know this one. This actually the standard normal variable Z you have to get from this formula. P is Z less than or equal to T. Here also you have to find out the D. Okay, so the D means that due time only. That finding D, the equation is Ts minus Te divided by sigma. So now we'll start with this problem. So the activity, what they are giving here, we can write in we can fill in the table, okay? And here the T0, here the days, no? See here 1, the T0s, these all are T0 values that you have to fill here. And then Tm is here, this is written as AM, so that we can fill here. Okay, this all activity according to that we can fill here. And this one, the last one, TP is this B. Okay, B will be TP, and here these values up to this 32. Okay, that we can fill here. So it is not compulsory you have to write this all the T0, TM, TP in the table, but it is easy for us to calculate. That's why I written over here. Then now it is nothing, we can directly put this value on this equation and we can solve it. So T0, okay, T equal to, T0 is 1 plus 4, what 4 in the equation 4, Tm into 7 plus 13 divided by 6. So answer will be 7, okay. So what is the next T? It is T0, 2 plus 4 into 5 plus 14 divided by 6. Answer will be 6. And what about the next one? 2 to 3. T is T0, 2 plus 4 into Tm, 14 plus Tp equal to 26 divided by 6. Okay, so the answer is 14. So like this we can fill this all the table. 14 here it is 5 and it is 11 and here it is 7. And then 11, 4 and 18. So like this, put these values over here and you can find out the equation. And next one will go for the sigma square, and it is Tp minus T0 divided by 6 the whole square. Okay, so the first one, Tp value is 13. 13 minus T0. T0 is 1 divided by 6. So 12 by 6, 12 by, so the whole square. So it is 12 divided by 6. It is 2 square equal to 4. Okay, like this we complete this table. It will be 4 here, it will be 16 and this value will be, okay, 1 and then it will be 4 and then again it will be 4, then 16 and then it will be 1 and finally it will be 16. So like this, put this value. So the thing you have to remember this formula, then only you can apply this. Okay, this you can fill in the table. Next we can we have to find out the times, no? So for that, what you want, you have to draw the circuit diagram, then only we can further forward. So we will draw this circuit. Okay, so see this question. According to that we can draw the circuit. And what is first activity? It is 1 to 2, right? So 1 to 2. So here we will draw 1. Okay, and 1 to 2. So here I can write it as 2. Okay, I will draw 1 to 2. Okay, and next 1 to 6. So 1 to 6, here I will make it 6. Okay, and next 2 to 3. 2 to 3 activity. So I will just draw here 2 to 3. And then next 2 to 4. 2 to 4 I will keep here. 2 to 4. Then 3 to 5. Okay, 3 to 5. Draw here 3 to 5. Then 4 to 5. 4 to 5 I can draw like this. And then 6 to 7. Okay, 6 to 7. 7 node I will make here. And 6 to 7 I will make here. Okay, and 7 to 8. 7 to 8 I will make here. Okay, and here 6 to 7, 5 to 8 is there. So okay, no problem, I can draw like this. Like this you have to fill your you have to draw your project network. Okay, next we have to find out actually they are not given the timings. No, TE estimated time they are not given. That means activity for 1 to 2 that is not there. The TE you have to find out. That is our question. Okay, that we have to find out, then only we can get the critical path length. So finding the critical path length, what you have to know, you have to go to the particular value, this expected time, then only I can further forward. So what we'll do here, we can go for latest finishing time and earliest start time. So for finding earliest start time and finishing time, we want this path length TE we want to know. So how to find out the TE from this table, we'll see. Okay, so after drawing this circuit, we will write the TE. T is what normal time to complete the activity. So 1 to 2, how much time it taken? So what I have to do, the table, what we solved already in the table, this value. See here 1 to 2. What is the answer? It is 7. So 1 to 2 activity timing is, it is 7. Okay. Then 1 to 6. 1 to 6, what is the answer? What is the time TE? It is 6. So 1 to 6, time is 6. Okay. Next 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is 14. 2 to 3, 14. Then 2 to 4, 5. So 2 to 4, 5. Okay. Then 3 to 5, 11. 3 to 5, 11. And 4 to 5, 7. 4 to 5, 7. Then 6 to 7, 11. 6 to 7, it is 11. 5 to 8, 5 to 8, it is 4. And the last one, it is 7 to 8. 7 to 8, it is 18. Okay, so what we written now, it is the time, TE we written. So normally in the CPM method, these time, they are given like, there you have to draw the activity diagram, while this they will give 1, 2, 7, 2, 3, 14, like that they used to give. But here they given T0, TM, TP. From that you are finding out TE and you are writing here. That is the difference. Okay, now this you completed. Now what you want to know? You have to find out the critical path. So finding critical path, what is the formula? What is the formula or what is the method to finding the critical path? So it has to be LF equal to ES. Okay, so we already know it has to be LF. I will write here this we already know in the critical path method. So here it has to be LF has to be equal to ES. Latest finish time has to be equal to earliest start time. Otherwise, if you are subtracting these both, LF minus ES equal to 0, that path is your critical path. Okay, so now in this question we want to know the critical path duration or length. So for that you have to find out LF and ES. This is the same way in the like our CPM method. So anyway, we will start with that. Okay, I will take some other color. So I will write in a box. Okay, I will write in a box of this problem. These values. So here, okay, like this I will mark first. This is for what? This is for our, I want to write now my LF and ES. Okay, what for that? I am planning to write now LF and ES for to find out my critical path. Okay. Now, first we'll start always what we have to start first. First we have to start with earliest start. So I am writing now down in orange color. It will be earliest start. No, it is depending on you. If you want, you can write here only like ES and LF. Otherwise, in this box also you can make. Okay. So now starting with here first node 1 to 2. Always you know it has to start with a 0. So what will be the first earliest start of node 1? It is 0 only. Okay. Now I am going to 1 to 2. 1 to 2, what is this path length? 7. So 0 plus 7. So what is the answer? Earliest start, it is 7. Okay. Down I am writing the earliest start. Okay. I will make a note here. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Then it's okay for you. And next here 1 to 6. So what is my suggestion is don't go for like 1 to 2, 2 to like the order wise you have to go. Then only it is easy for you. Next I will come here 6. So here what is the earliest start? 0 plus 6. So it is 6. Okay. Next what we will do? Next 2 to 3 we will go for. So 14 plus 7. 14 plus 7 it is 21. Okay. Now here 2 to 4. 2 to 4 what is the answer? 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5. 7 right? Okay. 7 plus 5 it is 12. My box is small. I am writing here. Okay. 12. Okay. Clear. Next here 4 to 5. Okay. 4 to 5. Here in this case you can see here 12. Now 2 heads are coming or 2 path it is joining this activity. Here 12 plus 7 also can come or 21 plus 11 also can come. See this particular node. Here what happened? Here 2 activities are joining here. That means from this way also I can come or this way also I can come. So what you have to do? You have to take the maximum. So here it is coming 12 plus 7, 19. And 21 plus 11. 21 plus 11 it is 32. So 32 or 19 is highest. It is exactly 32. So what you have to write here? 32. So earliest start time of this node 5 is 32. I will tell once more. Normally, for example, here to here, see only one path is there, so no need of any confusion. But here you can see 2 heads are coming joining here. That means 2 ways are here. So in this case, you have to take the maximum. 21 plus 1, 32, and here it is 12 plus 7, it is 19. So which is the highest? This is the highest. So you have to take early start time as 32. Okay. So now 4 to 5 over. Now I can't go for 5 to 8 because see here also one more path is there. So I have to fill this also. Then only I can do this. Okay. No, so come here. It is 6 plus 11. 6 plus 11 it is 17. Here no need of any confusion. 17. Okay. And here will come again the situation. See here 17 plus 18 can come or 32 plus 4 can come. So which is the highest? 32 plus 4 is 36. Here it is 17 plus 18 it is 35. So highest is 36. So what you will write here? 36. So your early start time is now over. If you are confused, okay, everywhere you can write is yes. So it won't be any confuse for you. Okay, no need of writing like this. Okay, just it is for your understanding purpose I written here. So now everywhere we completed early start time. So now what we will do? Now we have to go for the next step. What is that? We have to go for the LF. So LF I will write with other color. Okay. So now the case of LF, what you have to do means we have to come backward. ES will start from here to here. Now LF will go from here to backward. So what is the ES of last node? It is same as my LF. So here 36 only. Okay, LF is 36 only. You can write here LF is 36 only. So we are moving back. So 36 minus 4. What is 36 minus 4? It is 32 itself. So I am writing here 32. My LF is 32, sorry. And next here, 36, the 36 minus 18. 36 minus 18, it is 18 itself. I'm 18. Okay. Next where will come here? Okay. So 32, this green. 32 minus, see this is only confusion will happen. No, that's why I've written here always. So 32 minus 11. 32 minus 11, what it is? 21. Fill here 21. Okay. Here will come here next. 32 minus 7. 32 minus 7, it is 25, right? So 25. Clear, right? 25. Okay. Now next will come here. Okay. Next here you see on point here. Here 21 minus 14 can also come. 25 minus 5 also can come. Okay. So from this, like this note, 2 is going from that, like that. If you are coming back, this situation. Here 2 nodes are coming, it is starting from this node. So while coming backward, 21 minus 14 also can come. 25 minus 5 also can come. So in this situation, what you have to do? You have to take the minimum. Okay, minimum you have to take. So 21 minus 14 is the minimum, right? So take 7. Okay, clear, right? Because here 25 minus 5 is 20 only. So 20 is, it is larger than 7. So you have to take like 21 minus 14, it is 7. Okay, it's clear, right? So next, which point here? 18 minus 11. 18 minus 11, it is 7 itself, right? 7. And now the last node, 7 minus 7, 0. Here 7 minus 6, 1. Okay, so what we'll do? Take the minimum. So 7 minus 7 is 0. LF is 0. Understood? So the thing is, if you are taking the years, like this, like this situation where, like this join situation, take the maximum. In the case of years, and LF we are going from backward. From here we are going backward. If we are going backward, the situation where 2 is going like this situation. See here, 21 minus 14 and 25 minus 5. Like this case, you have to take the minimum. Okay. So like this LF and EF, ES and LF, you already find out. So now you can came to know which both the values are equal. Okay, which are the both equal you are getting. See here, LF and EF, 0, 0, equal, right? So next, which is equal here. If you want, you can separate it in a table and you can write it. Actually, no need. We can go for that. And here, here 0, 0. Next here 7, 7. See, LF and ES is 7, 7, equal. Next, which is equal? Here it is equal. And next, which is equal? This is equal and this is equal. So this, which are the things equal? That is our critical path. So I will draw like this. Okay. So critical path you can mention. This is a critical path. Here now this is a path, and then 3 to 5 and 4 to 8. This is your critical path. Okay. So if you can note it down here. What is the critical path? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 8. This is your critical path. And the critical path timings, what is the critical path length? 7 plus 14 plus 11 plus 4. What is that? 36. Okay, this is your critical path length, and this is your critical path weeks. We can tell duration. Expected project duration is 36. Okay, we will write in a new sheet. So now in this new sheet I will start to write. For what I will write first, expected project duration. Okay, what is the expected project duration? That is my critical path. Okay, so 7 plus 14 plus 11 plus 4 is 36. But in the question they are given in the weeks, so that's why I am writing the in weeks. Okay, fine. So this first we got expected project duration. We got it. Now, no, here I will write the critical path also. So what is the critical path? We already got here. See, 1 to 1 to 2 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 8. This is my critical path. That also we got. Okay. So what is next? Next is project variance. No, variance. Project length variance. Okay, project length variance. It is nothing but the sigma square. So from where you will get sigma square? You already filled a table, right? We already filled a table here. Okay, we already filled a table here. The sigma square. Add these all values. That only your sigma square. That is 4 plus 16 plus 4 plus, no, sorry, the sigma square what we have to get, so sigma square, project length variance, sigma square is my critical path, which are the sigma square that you have to take. Okay, I will draw first, see here I will draw, then it is easy for you. So now my critical path is 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, then 3 to 5, then it is 5 to 8. Okay, this is my critical path. Okay, so now it is easy for you. What is the critical path value? 7 plus 14 plus 11 plus 4. That is how much you got previously? 36. Okay, now I have to find out the sigma square of this critical path only. So 4 plus 16 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, so find out the sigma square. What is the sigma square? It is project length variance. Okay, so I will write in this one. Project length variance equal to, okay, sigma square equal to 4 plus 16 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, so in the critical path, which are the sigma? That values only. So we'll write here 4 plus 16 plus 4 plus 1. So it is 25. So sigma square is 25. So what is the value of sigma? Equal to 5. So we got the third one. That is project length variance we got. Now only the final thing, that is only they are given in the question what it is. Find the complete probability of the project in 40 days. Okay, this is a question actually they given no, they told actually to find out this only, but for finding this only we got all these values, right? So now we'll go for this. So for this, what we told actually in the first, while writing the formula, I told you, like for the network schedule, for finding this, we are having the probability. Where I written 1 second. Yeah, see this one. See here, standard normal variance, the probability P equal to Z less than or equal to D. So I will write here that only. Okay, so P, the probability is pre Z less than or equal to D. What is this D? D is the duration. What to find out D? D equal to Ts minus T. Ts minus T. I will write this formula. Ts minus T divided by sigma. Okay. What is this Ts? Ts means how much they are telling in the question. See here 40 days. That is only the Ts. Clear? Ts is scheduled time to complete the project. They are telling you find the probability of 40 days. So that only your Ts. So 40 minus. Then what is this Te? Te means the expected or normal expected time. Normal expected time from where you got? Your critical path length is your normal expected time. Te. So 40 minus 36 divided by, what is the sigma? We already got it is 5. Okay. So 40 minus 36 divided by 5. What is the answer? It is 30 minus 4 divided, it is 0.8. Okay. So now here the probability, how I can write, P Z less than or equal to 0.8. Now will come the situation from where this Z value will get. So for that we have a table. Standard normal distribution table is available. From the table you will get the value of 0.8. So you don't worry, you don't want to by heart. If the question PERT is coming for your exam, surely the table the organization will provide you. From that we can find out the answer of this Z 0.8. I will show you how to find out the value of Z value from the table. Okay. So this is a standard normal distribution table. Top values start from 0.00, 0.01, 0.02 and the left value from 0.0, 0.1, 0.2 like that. So according to our question it is 0.8, right? So you have to see 0.8 value. So we can see from the table 0.8 is 0.78814. Okay, now from the table we got the value of Z 0.8 is 0.7881. Okay, so if you are writing in the percentage, what will be the percentage? 78.81 percentage. This is your answer. Answer means what? The complete complete the project within 40 days. The probability is 78.81 percentage. This is the final answer. So now I will tell once more. Actually the question is what they are telling. They are giving the timings and all, and they are telling to find the project. So this is the question. I will tell once more. This is the question they given, and they told to draw the project network and find the probability of the project is completed in 40 days. Okay, so from this already they are given as 3 timings. From these 3 times what I done, using your formula you got it. All these, what are the things you got it? You are getting TE and all the TE, find out the formula using T0 plus 4Tm plus TP. From this you are getting all the values and you are getting the variance sigma square also you already find out using this formula. Then after that next what you done, you drawn the network diagram. Okay, fine. So you have drawn the network diagram like this, and after drawing this network diagram you find out LF and ES. Okay, after getting LF and EF, what you know, if it is equal, that is your critical path. So from the critical path, before that, this timings from where you got? From the table you are getting this TE values only from your these values. Okay, once you are filling this value, now you are getting your LF and ES, and which are the LF and ES is equal, that is your critical path. So critical path, once you are filling with the critical path, you are getting the critical path length also. Now after this, directly from the table we will go for that. We will take this table, and which are the critical path you are marked here, and which are this critical path TE. 7 plus 14 plus 11 plus 14, 36 your total length for the critical path length you are getting. The sigma square values also you are getting from here 4, 16, 4 and 1. That is sigma square. Okay. So now finally we are calculating from this. Okay. Like here. Like this 40. See, the expected project duration is 36 weeks. And from here, the critical path we are written here, sigma square we got it. From that sigma you got. And now the final, in the question, find the complete probability of the project in 40 days. And this is only the one thing, probability is Z less than or equal to D. And D you are getting from TS minus TE by sigma. TS is nothing, that already they are given in the question in how the expected probability to find out for how many days. That is a TS minus TE means from the critical path timings. TE divided by the critical path project length variance. From that you got sigma. Okay, and from that you calculated as 0.8. So up to here you already know how you are getting from this Z value from the table, from the normal distribution table. From that you are getting the value of this. It will be 0.7881. And here after getting this, if you have to find out in a percentage. So your percentage from here it is 78.81 percentage. This is only. So if you know PERT, it is very easy for you to getting this. Only the thing is you have to remember some of the formulas. Okay, so I think hope all are understanding this concept. Okay, all the best, and thank you for watching my channel. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.